everyone, welcome back. Let's simplify take one concept at a time. So today's topic is what is SQL database? So as we all know, structured query language. SQL's databases are relational databases. It generally stored the data in tables format, rows format, columns, and its schema is also fixed. Some example of SQLs are MySQL, PostgreSQL, Oracle database. These all are the SQL structured query language database. Then what are the features of SQL? So SQL databases are fixed in schema. They follows ACID property, A for atomicity, C for consistency, I for isolation, D for durability. It also contains strong consistency. It uses joins. Also, its format of data is structured. Example, users table. If you have a users table, it will contain ID, name, email, columns. So it has a specific schema before inserting a data. So we have a skeleton which is already decided. After that, we will put the data in a specific format. One part is SQL, other part is NoSQL. If SQL contains the data in tabular, column, row format, then NoSQL databases contains not only SQL. These are the non-relational databases. Data can be stored in document format, JSON, JavaScript object notation. It can also simply stored in a key value pair. Then also it can stored in a column base, graph base. So it is not important that you have to store the data only in the tabular column format. You can store it either in JSON format, key value, column base, graph. Examples of NoSQL are MongoDB, Redis, Cassandra. As we have seen the features of SQL, like they have fixed schema, they follow ACID properties, strong consistency. Features of NoSQL are flexible schema. They are horizontally scalable. Like you can add so many data without disrupting the specific structure of columns. It also have high performance, good for large distributed system, JSON like structure. Schema can change easily. So we can simply see the distinguish between the SQL and NoSQL. In SQL, we store data in relational format. In NoSQL, we store data in non-relational format. Also, SQL has a fixed schema. NoSQL has flexible schema. SQL follows the ACID compilance. NoSQL follows base model eventual consistency. SQL follows the vertical scaling. NoSQL follows the horizontal scaling. So we all have one question. We have these two types of databases. Then when to use which one? So there is a question. If interviewer asks you when to use the SQL database, use SQL when data is structured, like it has a specific format. Like we have employment data in which there is a specific employment ID name, column has ID. One column is for name, one column is for salary, one column is for department. So it's quite structured data so that we can use the SQL database for that purpose. Relationships are important. Transactions are critical. Strong consistency is required. Like you can't put the data in a scattered format. Like in which sector we use SQL is banking system where transactions are very critical, payment system, e-commerce order, inventory management because SQL ensures atomicity, consistency, data integrity and these in this field like banking, payment, inventory management, each transaction is very important and it should be successful. When to use the NoSQL? Use NoSQL when data structure changes frequently, like when there is not specific defined structure, large scale distributed system, like when it is not possible to store the data in a proper structured tabular format, high read write throughput, big data application, JSON based data. So you can store the NoSQL, like there are multiple examples like social media apps. I can explain the social media apps in detail. Like if let's just take the example of Instagram. When someone posts a photo on Instagram, some users add captions, some user add songs, some user doesn't. Then this data stored in a JSON format. But what if it is stored in a SQL structure format? Other columns will be left empty, and because of that, space get waste. So that's why NoSQL is largely used in social media apps. Real time analytics, IoT system, chat application. Thank you so much. This is for SQL and NoSQL. Suppose interviewer asks you, then what to answer about the SQL databases, NoSQL databases, and when to use which one. So you can simply say that SQL databases are relational databases that store structured data in tables with predefined schemas. They support ACID properties and are ideal for applications requiring strong consistency and complex relationships. NoSQL databases are non relational and provide flexible schema design. They are designed for horizontal scalability and high performance distributed system. Also, when to prefer which database, you can shortly answer SQL is preferred for transactional systems like banking or e commerce, where data is quite structured, no changes in data structures continuously, while NoSQL is suitable for large scale, rapidly changing or semi structured data application. Like when you are not sure like whole data is structured or not, you can simply use NoSQL. Thank you, that's it for today. Just revise your SQL, NoSQL, its application from this video.